Gangs. When I say that word, what are the first thoughts that pop into your mind? For most of us, our perspectives and views on gangs are formed from media, TV, music, probably not the most reliable of sources. And this is the guts of the research problem. We really know very little about New Zealand gangs, despite New Zealand having one of the highest gang member perspectives, gang member per capita populations in the world. We do know our gangs are different from other countries. Median age 40, predominantly Māori, stay in the gangs for decades and are dispersed across urban and rural locations. For example, Auckland, 1.6 million people, 19.5% of New Zealand's gang population. My research location is a small collection of towns and cities, 250,000 people, 18.5% of New Zealand's gang population. So there's been a call for more localised research, in particular things like the link between gang and whānau or family. Why are gangs continuing to grow and flourish in New Zealand? Why are people staying in these gang subcultures and gang geographies for so long? And how does the intergenerational nature of this impact neighbourhoods? And why is there so little gang member perspective in the literature? Why do we know so little? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the main ones is gangs are notoriously hard to research. They are secretive, they mistrust outsiders, they even have this saying, they say, "Ko te haina, ko te korero." Don't sign, don't talk. Don't sign, don't talk, that's kind of a problem in the research world, right? So I find myself in this unique position where I'm allowed to research a gang community. My study then draws on subcultural theory, which is the study of non-normative social groups in society. And it's about trying to address this need for more localised gang research. It's also about giving gang members the opportunity to express their perspectives. And I'm using phenomenology, which is the study of lived experience. And the research question then is, what are Māori gang-connected adults' perspectives of life, learning and identity in a New Zealand rural gang community? And honestly, I've done about 30 hours of interview so far, and I'm really just in the data analysis stage, so my findings are very preliminary, but they are so interesting. Our gang members have talked about the gang, brotherhood, values, loyalty, honesty, trust, fatherhood, the need to be a good dad, a good husband, domestic violence, trying to overcome that challenge, their childhoods, poverty, rejection, learning, being illiterate, being alienated. They've talked about abuse. They've talked about abuse at home, abuse in the community, abuse from the government system. Who can you trust? You can't trust anyone but the gang. Mothers have talked about the need to raise the responsibility even to raise their sons as good gang members. And recently a young gang member said this to me. He said, "Gangs, the world is so ignorant of us and we are so ignorant of them. Stop, ask a question. You'd be surprised by the answer you get back." Thank you.